Right, I know I have the remaining clans of Japan on the ropes, and the main threat to me now is probably the Hojo. So let's try and finish this fight. I'm definitely going to want to keep this castle under siege for now. I'm going to pull these units back to defend. Let's see. Leave enough of my archers behind to hold Kaga, and we'll pull this force back to Hida. This force will last for only one more season, and we have them under siege here. Let's see. Bring these forces in that are hanging around Harima. I'm probably not going to have enough for all of my recruitment this turn, but since they're going to be under siege anyway, why don't we move this army into Shinano to keep the siege going here? That way I've got my Daimyo right in the center of Japan. In fact, actually, probably shouldn't do that because I want my Daimyo to be somewhere central where he can supervise where he can create a loyalty effect. I'm going to, in fact, move into Totomi because that's got a dock, and as for the actual army in Totomi, we are going to move into Suruga. You know, I'd rather have him as the general, frankly. So we'll move into here. Need to be a little bit careful. Keep an eye on our loyalty, which has taken a huge dive. Izei is actually disloyal now. And, oh, rats. Right. Take the Yari Samurai and send them to Izei to restore order. We're going to have to be careful of that. And I'm rescinding that order. We're going to have to keep our Daimyo in Owari, where he's got a port and can move theoretically to any point in Japan very quickly. That's all. Now I've got an army here that I can potentially do something with. And since I've decided to go to war with Lord Takeda, let's move into Kai at the same time. I have no intention of fighting this 6 honor heir and the entire army that's in this castle, but it will hopefully prevent them from reinforcing Suruga, and that's my real gambit. On we go. All of those castles I didn't need to build. The Imagawa can do what they want, they're really not that powerful. Okay, and good, the Hojo are still fighting with one another. And the Suruga, they've pulled back from Suruga, so I can take it without incident. Oh, I really shouldn't take this fight, because they're going to be much more powerful than me. I'm going to be a coward and attack, but you all know what I'm going to do. I'm going to withdraw at the first sign of trouble. Light rain all day. Fine. Oh, you don't get a more forbidding battlefield than Kai. Now, if they are coming down the hill at us, then I'm more than happy to turn this into a defensive fight in the hills. I'm going to do the same thing to Lord Takeda's troops that I did to the rebels. Assuming they are attacking. They certainly look like they're on a defensive footing. They come down off the hills. Right, hold up. Just drop. cavalry are right. The cavalry are going to make any withdrawal difficult. What on earth are they doing? I think I'm going to have to open proceedings if anything's going to actually happen here. We'll move to this hill and see if we can draw them out into a fight. Oh boy, that's a reaction. That is definitely a reaction. Get the archers into position now. So that is Takeda Shingen, probably one of the most famous samurai commanders of the era. Oh, forget it. I'm being indecisive. I am obviously not psychologically ready for this fight. Pull back. Those cavalry only have to charge when we're finished. As far as I'm concerned, the diversion did its job. If you're wondering about me making this general even more dangerous, you can't do any better than 6 stars anyway. I shouldn't have even taken that fight. Okay. Right. Now it's his less talented dad who's in charge. Oh, come on. Why are you all suddenly in revolt? Let me take a look at it. What is causing this suddenly? We had green all across the map. I can't stop this amount of unrest all at once. I've got no resources for it. Let's do our best. Which are the worst provinces? This has thrown a major wrench into my plans. So not only am I suddenly suffering from public order, not only am I now at war, I'm suddenly suffering from massive public order problems. I can try and put out the individual fires, but I'm not going to be able to stop every single potential revolt here. Even Macau is now about to explode. Take the castle, that will at least help. I think it's possibly the number of enemies I've got. I think unrest gets worse as you increase your number of wars, which is not good news for me, not good news at all. What am I doing? We already know the situation there. Oh god, right. Hold on a second. Taxes are still punitive, right? Get those taxes down. That will probably improve things. Yes, and see, now at least our public order is stable. Right, that should allow me to take some of those soldiers that were scrambling out the way, out into different places. Let's bring these guys back to Owari. These units over to Ki. Harima, they're just moving into position. Okay. Panic over, but we're going to need to be careful as we advance. I can't afford to have something like that happen again. Let's see, I've got a level 2. Right. Oh, Izu is completely unguarded. Let's slip someone out to take the province. Suruga is going to be attacked here by me. We'll finish this. Is that about to fall anyway? No. Let's take it and let's finish with the garrison here. So I'm going to have them. Let's see. They've already got 1, 2. They've already got 5 units. So I'll select the best of my other units. Let's see. So I should leave all but 4. Hold on. Consolidate our stacks first. That should do the trick. There we go. Everything else can stay in. Have they seriously just abandoned the Chigo? Well, in that case, we're definitely taking a Chigo off of them. That's way too valuable for me to just allow to continue. Let's see. The 3 seasons. Let's see. No, we don't want to start another war with the Imagawa right now. We've got enough on our plate. Next turn. Got to move the troops from there. Okay, that was inevitable. Okay, but at least attacking easy drew off some of their troops from Kai. It was a nice fine day, please, so I can actually see those I'm assaulting. I can't see their garrison for that one samurai. Right, it looks like a lot of samurai archers. We may want to go for the foot assault here. Only thing is, my lightly armored Nadachis are likely to take heavy casualties just approaching the fort. Hold them back, let the archers start this. It's all samurai archers. Down the man already. I want to close until this middle rank is vulnerable. Close a bit further. Okay. I have to make it. Let's learn from previous battles. We want to start the assault. time to lose our fear of the castles. Charge! Oops. Start firing on the rear ranks. I know they're supposed to be awesome, aggressive troops, but Nadachi Samurai never seem to do too well when I'm around. They either get shot to pieces or they just don't do that well in melee. They can be very dangerous shock infantry and they move quickly, but most of the time I find myself doing just as well with the cheaper Yari Samurai. Plus Yari Samurai can fight cavalry. So one of the reasons why cavalry struggle so much in this game. Yari armed units are ubiquitous. Maybe I should have just continued the siege. Congratulations, the 40 guys who survived managed to gain some experience. Usually our archers come in to finish the job our infantry started. A few more victories like this and Japan won't have any samurai left. This is where the Nadachis are showing their work, but I'm pretty sure that was friendly fire. I'm hoping we'll break their morale and they'll run back towards the castle. Let's speed up the Benny Hill chase. I'm starting to feel my age. Is Benny Hill even going to be a relevant joke yet much longer? Okay, now that they have 2 honor, they're badasses. Oh, come on, don't make me chase that one guy all the way back to the castle. Can you not just die quickly for our convenience? Well, luckily he's too stupid to find the gate, so... Farewell. What's Japanese for stupidity? Okay, this should be repellable. I mean, there's only 480 of them. Unless they're like 9 honor warrior monks or something. Yes, you can get up to 9 honor in this game. And units become pretty much unstoppable once they reach 5. Take a drink every time my archers pointlessly reform themselves. Okay, it's mainly a case of beating their archers. I was about to say this direction isn't as good for defense until I saw the massive hill. Right. There's one drink. Wait, why did I rearrange them that way? You guys over here. You guys move there. Thing is, they're kind of shielded by the hill here. Not well shielded enough, though. Okay, never mind. One unit of archers is going to be enough to take out those Ashigaru. Those arrows might as well be ballista bolts being dropping up the samurai's head from this height. Okay, no more arrows on the Ashigaru. Let's hit the samurai archers instead. Okay. That was enough on its own to give our archers a unit of bit of honor. Goodness, well, those Yari samurai aren't going to be a threat much longer. Oh. Grand old Duke of Noto, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill. Well, he didn't really reach the top of the hill in the first place to march them down again. You know, I'd say it was unrealistic for historical commanders to be this stupid and callous towards their own soldiers, but I've read too many history books. Seven Ashigaru. I know I'm running out of arrows, I don't care. I can't think of a better time to use my ammunition. I'm not hanging around to get into a shooting match with them. They are not going to stand having taken all of these casualties, and I'd rather win this as bloodlessly as possible. I'll even unleash the Ashigaru. There we go. It splintered immediately. Good riddance to the world's worst lead army. Well, that should get rid of the -1. Good. Okay, we've got the better commander this time, and we've got a full army. This should actually not be too difficult. All day, like, okay. Main thing is that I, as the player, can see what I'm doing. You can fight in rain, you can fight in snow, you can fight in driving blizzard if you have to, but don't fight in the fog. Okay, this is the good thing about Kai looks intimidating until you realize that you've got this whole area of upland on the left-hand side, which is considerably easier for your forces to access. So let's just get our troops onto high ground for the moment. We'll start organising ourselves then. Oh, come on, where's the fun in that? Oh well, we've taken Kai, that's all of the Takeda's troop production and economy taken. And Kai's a really good province. But it's a bit disappointing I didn't get to smash the Takeda army here. I'm almost up to that coveted 6th rank. I take it we control completely, they didn't even stick around to keep the castle. 120 what? There is a universe where we win this battle. And given that it will undermine the Takeda's position, it's worth trying it. I'm willing to sacrifice 1 unit of nobody spheres. If we can use the forest, we might be able to overcome our valor disadvantage and the fact that they're going to pepper us with arrows first. Of course, they are going to come straight after us. We need to find the densest patch of trees we can find, and then tank their arrow fire. And yes, that is about as convincing or as likely a strategy as it sounds. They've only got 1 honor. I thought I saw a much higher level of general on them. That was bad. I think they might have just made a fatal mistake there. We've gained a unit of honor now. That's a level 3 commander they're throwing away in this. That's going to be close though. We're still outnumbered almost 2 to 1. It's not going our way. The ratio is going in the wrong direction. Come on. Still outnumbered 2 to 1. 2 honor now. Come on, you noble dastards! Oh, that was work. Yes! Oh, yes! It's moments like that I live for. Get lost. Stupid nags. So they have moved back. We've got allies for this though. Hojo's coming to help us, and we'll get the province if we win. Go find the expected. Right. What's this? Oh great, it's another samurai archer heavy army. I doubt this is a good idea. And they're gonna reorder in time. And I'm with my allies as well, so I don't feel good about... It's a cavalry samurai archers. God. This is not what you want to attack a position like this with. Is my honor really, and not leaving my allies to die really war? You know, what am I saying? I know this is going to end in bloodshed. Surely the honourable thing to do is pull back and not let my allies get involved in the slaughter. Because when I withdraw off the field, the Hojo should withdraw too. They'll realise it's hopeless. Please, please do not be that stupid. They're gonna be that stupid. Takeda and Nobuyuki's getting more ranks taken off of him. I feel bad about that. Yes, we got that ninja. I think. I feel marginally safer now. Izu, as you'd expect, is not fully secured even after that. But we have bigger concerns because the Takeda have now been pushed right back to Sagami, and they are definitely going to try and retake Izu. Right, this guy here is actually going to get moved away because he's now so poor as a general that we have to keep him away from the action because he's actively detracting from my force's capabilities now. We are at war with the Imagawa, so that's about going to last another 3 seasons, and it's warrior monks. So I feel like I need to attack this force now that it's been heavily weakened. Can the force at Hida pull it off? You know what? With their forces that reduced to that extent, they probably can. Let's take a note. Can we move our troops out of Mikawa safely? Okay, move them into Shinano, just so we've got a bit of extra force here on the front line. Now remember that I've got troops in Satsuma. Let's take them to... I think we should be able to transport them straight to Totomi. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't help us with Tsuruga or Izu's situation. Now, I've got a dilemma because they will definitely assault Izu if I do nothing. So what I really should do to take the initiative is march straight into Sagami and take the fight to... I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the fight straight to Sagami. Now, that doesn't mean that I want to leave my border with the Hojo. Oops, froze up for a second. I don't want to leave my border with the Hojo completely unwatched, so we'll send a token force from Shinano into Kai. And I need my full force. We're going to have to take our chances for a revolt in Izu. Since I seem to have plenty of money here, let's build some watchtowers. Try and get some public order going here. We'll leave Ichigo alone for now. You know what? I'm going to throw a token force in from Kaga just to keep the Imagawa occupied. They've got reinforcements gathering here. Send them to Tomi, I guess. Doesn't really make much of a difference. And our lands in the center of Japan are under control now. More troops arriving from Harima. Next turn. So I think public order soars when you're at peace. When you start a war, public order drops precipitously. That's 3 for 3 so far. I'm not going to attack with a group of Ashigaru. If we win this, we might wipe out the Imagawa again. I'm fine with a bit of light wind. It will disadvantage my archers, but only slightly. Wind isn't a type of weather you encounter in later Total Wars, but it basically makes your archers less accurate, as you'd expect, as they can't fire their arrows correctly in the wind. The enemy being stupid enough to deploy down the beach would be too much to hope for. I think it's going to be another... There they are. Right. I say that would be too much to hope for. What are we waiting for? Let's start to march on them while they're in that horrible position. I think they might be withdrawing, but I don't know where they're planning on going. It's a shame because having learned a bit more about Imagawa, I think it was the Imagawa that most people know from the Sengoku Jidai has acquired a mythical reputation as a bit of a coward and a kind of a treacherous individual, but he seems to have actually been a very cultured and person and a master diplomat. And had he gone on to achieve his goal of marching a capital, he probably would have done. Well, I'm not going to say probably. No one can say what would have happened if history had taken a different direction. But he might have ended up doing a better job than 3 unifiers did. History is written by the winners, as they say. Well, this is just sad. I can't shoot a bunch of people trapped against the sea. I can totally shoot a bunch of people trapped against the sea, and I'm going to do just that. There is some danger here. There's not really. Once we stop this column of Yari Samurai, that's any danger this army poses gone. I don't even know why I said that. They're clearly going to get shot down before they can do any damage to us. What we'll do is I'll move my army off to the side and I'll flank them as they come past. And they're not stupid enough to walk into that trap. Oh, clever. They're going after my other unit of archers instead. That is actually a pretty heroic last stand to make, charging over the dunes like that. These relatives hit the Yashigaru before they can come to the rescue. Because the Yashigaru are going to run straight into us as well. That's a sad end to one of my favourite Daimyo. Interesting, we can run straight up a cliff. Okay, obviously these particular samurai passed their abseiling courses. They eventually ran away. Thankfully, they didn't make us chase them down, or even worse, run us out of time. They're under siege, but they should become rebels now. I don't think, unless they control Sado Island. It's going to be ugly. Let's do it. So the enemy are defending their daimyo now. We can expect them to fight like demons in his defense. Let's see. We need to set up immediately into some kind of combat formation, because this isn't going to do. Let's set up here where we're safe. I'll set up these 3 units here as... Right, what we'll do is we'll set up these 3 units down here in the basin. The enemy are taking up position in that forest. We'll have the spearmen in at the front rank because I know the enemy have cavalry. I'll then have my reserve lines of archers, so they're going to be 4 men abreast. Slightly unwieldy, but we can, in a battle this size, we'll have to manage. And then right back in reserve, we've got the warrior monks and Nodachi samurai, our most offensive units. So once the enemy are exhausted, we can bring them forward and finish the battle. So I've come to adopt these 2 lines of battle. A line of skirmishers, line of melee troops, line of skirmishers, line of more fearsome melee troops. The only thing is, it's only in later total wars you can deploy when you're the attacker. So it does take us some time to get our troops organised. If the attacking army is weak enough, the AI is not above launching a very quick attack while you're still forming up. I've been caught by that a few times. I'm trying to narrow the frontage. Oops. Oh, I see, they're still travelling. I don't want these archer columns to get too narrow. Because the wider the frontage is, the harder my army is going to be to control. Looks like the cavalry archers are coming out to challenge us. That's fine. We're almost in position. How did you guys get that far out, down into the valley? Come on, hurry up. Right, archers push forward. We know they have cavalry, so spears follow close behind. I want my other archers to push up. I don't like this. Would have hoped that someone would have come out to meet us by now. God, I hate combat like this. Where they're so thick I can't see the enemy army at all properly. I can see Yari cavalry mustering in those forests. Extremely dangerous, but I need these troops in a position to support. Come on, go, go, go. What the heck is happening? Get back! Back! Back for your lives! Pull together, we'll draw faster. Push forward, we got them on the back foot. Momentum's in our favour. Oh my god, they're gonna get caught in the low ground. Fall back! Okay, I didn't want you to actually withdraw off the field. Stop retreating now. Sometimes it's faster to give a withdraw order than to do anything else. Like this. Oh god, they're going to just getting broiled with the enemy's Ashigaru. Those Yari cavalry are coming. Oh god, they're out on a limb. Charge! We're very lucky that those samurai didn't decide to charge us. Right, get everything forward. Get all of our troops engaged. Everything, whatever you have, charge it. Up the warrior monks, up the Nadachi. One of my remaining archers on those cavalry archers that are trying to harass us. This is where we break them. See my own general in there. And they're scattered. I don't know where they're going to retreat to though. As far as I know, this is the last Takeda province. It's only the Hojo left now. The Imagawa have fallen, the Takeda are in disarray. I can bring it, yeah, the cavalry is breaking now. They must have somewhere there you can retreat to, but that's broken the back of Takeda power anyway. Great victory. Yoshimoto is turning out to be a great general. Oh, that's it? They didn't have anywhere to go. My god. The Takeda army is finished as far as I can see. Ah, we've got the... I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this cutscene properly because of the resolution, but I'll try. Oh, we've not got it. Here we are. So basically, if I convert to Christianity, I'm going to get gunpowder. Now, in a longer campaign, I might consider this, but seeing as we're about to win, it's not worth throwing my entire realm into a disunity at this point, so no.
春秋の花ももみじもとどまらず。
So remarkably, the Takeda only managed to escape with 80 men in the end. Let's get a proper assault column for this. I want to actually send the Takeda out with a little bit of dignity. You've got an average harvest coming in. It looks like only Echu is acting up. We will, let's see. What's our position next to the... Obviously we've got the Hojo threatening us. Let's get the budgeting done first. This might be our last budget. So, okay, yeah, I'm going to train some cavalry archers here. So that'll be 2,000, 2,800, 3,700, 5,700, 7,700. So, but that's fine. Most of my military budget can be military now. We've not got much more. We've got some Najinata. That'll be interesting because we've really not got much more of Japan to take. So I don't need to focus on economic matters as much. I don't think we'll actually do some training in Kai. In fact, what I'll do is I'll actually can the archers here because we're getting access to some of the more interesting units now, and I want to use them before the campaigns end. Right. So obviously we're not going to immediately attack the Hojo. I need to prepare my forces for that. We'll bring in reinforcements from Minao. We've got some more reinforcements in Yamashiro now. I can actually move troops right into Sagami, and that does seem like an intelligent idea. Although Shinano is actually no, move our reinforcements into Sagami, and we'll move these troops into Shinano. I want a strong presence in central Japan. Okay. Okay, right. It's a shame seeing my fortress go up knowing I'm not going to have much time to use it. Fine, kill him. Of course, he's the guy who survives. Two of my good generals, one person who was actually competent, and it's the incompetent guy who survives. Right, no, we're not going to do this with archers. I'm going to hold my archers back. We're going to do this in melee. I'm at least going to let the Takeda go out with a little bit of dignity. It's all cavalry as well. Bring my archers up to deal with those cavalry archers outside of the fort. So far my warrior monks are actually losing. I send some reserves forward to tackle their Yari samurai on the side of the hill. And the bodyguards are slowly going down. So we never got to really fight Takeda Shingen, and the tragic thing is he probably died at the head of that cavalry charge at the start of the last battle. But no, I think we saw his banner on the... No, that would have been the end, probably. Okay, they're throwing in their reserve, so I'll throw in my own reserve. Don't know if the cavalry archer will let us engage. No, they're just going to ride off. Right, pull the spearmen back. We'll use our archers to take them down. I'll have to bring my archers around the side of the fortress. So our generals are fighting. And bear in mind, I think that's my factionaries fighting in there now. Oh, that's a lot of spearmen surrounding their daimyo. Actually, just a case of bringing down their cavalry archers. Let's just put them out of their misery. That's the end of the Takeda. Casualties were more or less even.
Daimyo, 誰も嵐の桜花。
One more season. Let's finish this fortress off here. I think at this point we might have the military strength to assail Noto. That might be a little bit too weak, making us a little bit too weak. We'll just reduce this. We'll reduce the castles here, and then we'll attack. Right. Will I be able to take Echigo this time? Well, certainly not with that incompetent in charge. So we'll move him back to Hida. I think I forgot to keep him away from my lines. Let's see. Keep a token force in Shinano here. But it needs to be a decent size because I am a little bit worried that the Hojo might betray me, and if I lose Shinano just now, it's going to be a major blow. Thankfully, I have got reinforcements pouring in from Totomi. Vizen, okay, troops are moving up. And our troops in Yamashiro have reached Owari, so we'll soon be able to send them towards the front lines. So it all comes down to this attack into Echigo province. No, we need to send. I'm going to need at least the bulk of my melee troops, given that we know they're defending with archers. Oh, okay, so I've already put them into action there. They're loyal, so let's just move in to here. All things considered, I'd rather have the bulk of my troops in Kai rather than risk my best general being cut off from his army. Hojo coming in to help us again. Let's try not to abandon them this time. I'm actually going to go for the auto-resolve here, because we really are starting into formality. Right. They're not ready. Move! Go! Go! Get across that bridge! We'll think about how to form up. I'm thinking 2 lines. You know what? I just want my archers in a line. Form up on the other side of the river. I'm going to go for the same method that won me the river battle last time. I'm going to try and catch them out of position. I think the archers are going to have to just stay on the side of the river for now. Go straight for the enemy archer line. Guys, head off those Yari samurai, but the rest of the army I want to break through. It's gonna be nasty. Now the momentum's been taken out of them, send our own troops in to counterattack that Nadachi count. We're going to counterattack their counterattack. Yes, we broke. I thought we were going to break for sure there. How did we pull that off? Hopefully most of that initial Nadachi unit is dead, but that just goes to show how good the morale was. Actually, go and help them here. We're not doing so hot. I'm pretty sure that flank's got spawned to chaos anyway. Everyone else, go and help this flank. Even a stubborn general fleeing now. That was... Of course, the Hojo got to watch the entire battle scot-free, but given that they all got massacred horribly as I abandoned the field, that's probably fair enough. Unfortunately, I have to pick up the tattered remnants of my army afterwards. But we took the province. Enough of their army got away, but that's not the important thing. I wanted the river, not their army. Still managed to have a favourable exchange. Excellent. Okay. So having taken Etchu, we're going to move up into Noto. And with the enemy on the road here, I feel confident enough that we can move our troops from Kaga into Noto. Right. We've got them under siege in Echigo. Let's finish that siege off now. Hold on, let's consolidate our forces, because we lost a lot of Nadachi there. Can't really spare... I need to watch the Hojo in Shinano, however, I don't want more than one entire army here. So, actually, I know what I can do. These guys who did so well can become the bodyguard of my general. And you, well, I suppose you, do I have any under... Yep. There we go. Give them this unit soldiers as well, because they're experienced veterans. Let's consolidate this army a little bit. Okay. Oops, okay, careful. Yeah, we want this army to feed into other units, because if I move other units into my heavily armored units, then we'll lose the armor. Oh, we didn't. Okay. Having just said that, I made that mistake and we were okay. Yeah, I'm okay with losing Sagami if they move, but I will start moving reinforcements in that direction. So we want a strong presence in Sagami. At some point, I may have to start the war with the Hojo anyway, just because I'll have amassed my troops there and I'll be ready to make the attack. You know, actually, it doesn't. If I'm going to attack with my army there, it doesn't make any sense to reinforce Sagami. And the reason for that is I already have a complete army here. This is the force I'll be attacking with. It's better to reinforce Shinano. We finally got cavalry arriving. A large and dangerous army is amassing in Totomi. Now, can we go any further? I might be able to pursue the Uesugi into Matsu. My danger there is that the Hojo might be able to outnumber me locally. So, you know, why not throw everything we have into this attack into Matsu and see if we can take the province. It does leave me dangerously overextended in Shinano, but I think it's worth it. I might outnumber my own efforts there. The worst general in my army. A man who has lost battle after battle, and that's 2 assassins he's killed. Well, if he can't get a job as a general, he'll make a fantastic bouncer. The rebels might withdraw to Sado Island if the Hojo don't already control it. But that will be the last place they can run to. I think they've actually climbed that hill to defend it. Right, let's get into battle formation. I'm actually going to position my infantry at the ends of my lines so they can flank the enemy as they try and chase down my archers. This is a bit of a favourite trick of mine. It's what I call a hollow centre. Because it's as if the centre isn't there, it's just skirmishers. Should probably wait for my spearmen, but I don't respect this enemy infantry force enough to be careful. circle the hill. Enemy Ashigaru. As Ashigaru could actually be quite dangerous because they're fast moving. I think they're all going to get shot down before they can pose a threat. They're not even advancing anymore, they're just trying to get out of arrow shot. They definitely have nowhere to go because their morale would not have kept if they were able to retreat. They would have routed long ago. Enough. I'm going to send my infantry up the hill to kill the remaining survivors. See, if I take this fight, I'm just going to help the Hojo, but they're my allies for now. However, since they do have the slightly larger force, I expect the Hojo to take the lead in this fight. Right, we'll take care of that hill, I suppose. That'll be our role in this battlefield. As in, there's 11 men off the field, they're probably going to get on the way more than anything else. Or we can all attack the same hill. Felix's division of labor might be useful here, guys. Kamiyari Samurai, hurry up. we still not got a line on their archers? Is he further up in those woods than I thought? The Hojo archers didn't get the memo to retreat, did they? It's alright, we'll rescue them. Eventually. When we feel like it. That might be the most hideous sound I've ever heard in my life. Are they? Something tells me conquering the Hojo isn't going to be as hard a job as I thought it might be. Looks like they're mostly Ashigaru. The Hojo are getting access to lands they no doubt coveted since the start of the campaign. But, of course, they are also helping me ensure that I only have the Hojo left to fight. Let's the Uesugi out of here. Nope. Speeding this up now because I suspect the battle's basically over. And it's confusing with all these allied units together, so I can't really adopt much in the way of a strategy. Alright. You get this one, Hojo. Why did we get the province?
静かなる時世に花も遅れじと。
Well, that's it. They still can. The rebels did have Sado Island, so I don't know why they didn't withdraw when they had the chance. Right, we'll finish them off this. We'll finish them off this turn, and then we'll spend the last episode finishing off the Hojo. So let's just assault these castles, and we'll call it a day there. Now, I could attack the Hojo this turn, but I'd rather clean up all loose ends so we can build up to a climactic finale. Could be bloody. No, we were okay. Let's finish the rebels off. Last rebel army on the map. So they've been pushed all the way back to the remote fastness of Sado Island. But in the end, Shimazu greatness has followed them even here. They've come all the way from the south of Japan, deep into its north. I think there was at least one significant battle that happened on, or at least around this island. I can't remember which one. It might not have been this war, it might have been the Genpei War. Oh goodness, they've got another. This is one of the AI's favourite tricks. They like to hide armies behind the hill. And of course that means that you don't see it coming until you've crested the hill. So once we're on top, we should be able to just fire down. So in this case, I think it's worth it. And come on, the campaign's almost over now. I'm not afraid to be a little bit aggressive at this point. Don't actually... If I just charge straight after them, there's a good chance that they'll just run away. So I want to weaken them first with my archers as much as possible. I'm going to have this unit fire at those 13 samurai archers, see if we can peg their general. finally wisened up and decided to go into scatter formation. Right, now we've got significant casualties to them. Up the guard. That last gaggle of bodyguards clustered around the commander. They can run, but our Hidachi samurai are faster. And that's it. It's the last free samurai in Japan. The last minor clan has been overrun. Okay, and we'll rebuff the Portuguese again. Folks, that is us. We are going to attack the Hojo next time, and we are going to finish the Civil War. We've almost. We start the Sengoku Jidai. Well, the game started up at 1530. We've almost managed to end the Civil War in 13 years. So I've been Napoleon Complex. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you'll join me again next time as we finish this war. Farewell for now.